Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rick notices something is wrong with Sunny, and Cody turns to Anna for assistance. Today on General Hospital, Curtis and Drew argue, Brad works out, and Laura advises Lulu on Dante. Trina surprises Kai in the hospital. He had problems putting his sling on, so she helps him. She mentions that if he is unable to play, he may lose his scholarship, therefore she suggests they brainstorm a new major and path for him to continue his education. Irate, he claims he can't deal with this right now, and he can barely schedule this physical therapy. She wonders if this suggests the second opinion provided a more optimistic view. He admits that they could not make any promises and that he was always aware of the risks associated with football. He's also not sure if he wants to go back to school right now. Kai knows Trina thinks she's assisting, but she isn't. He appreciates her visit, but he wants time alone. She says she will leave him to it, but he does not have to do it alone. Trina leaves, and Kai watches old footage of himself playing on his phone. Trina checks in on him from the outside, calls someone, and begs them to meet her at GH because she needs their assistance. Jordan is not shocked to see Drew punching the bag hard at Sunny's gym, and she wonders if he is attempting to drive away everyone who believed they knew him. Drew guesses she is furious over the halted Esplanade project, as Jordan is, having worked on it as well. Drew laments about what the Quartermaines are doing to him, but she's here to talk about the Esplanade. Drew believes it's still possible, it just relies on Curtis' next move. Brad is putting himself through a tough training session to prepare for Miami. After his session, he flexes his muscles, hoping Lucas will like how he appears. At the Metropolitan Court, Portia meets Curtis, who is in a pleasant mood. She is aware that the Esplanade, a major project for Aurora, is being held up. Curtis claims he has everything under control. Drew is slowing the project, and he's looking for allies on Capitol Hill to deal with him. Aurora's next moves involve sipping beverages on the beach. He wants them to scout potential islands for Aurora's upcoming branch, Aurora Resorts. She gets euphoric and can feel the sand between her toes. Jordan suddenly calls Curtis and asks him to come to Sunny's gym. Nearby, Rick and Ava have breakfast and want to give Sunny and Diane a bargain in order to resolve the custody dispute. Ava expresses gratitude for his kindness and for representing her pro gratis. He tells her that he is not doing this for free. Ava simply believed he was because he stopped hounding her for money. Rick believes she thinks everything is free now because they kissed. Ava vows the kiss will never be mentioned again, but after she has her kid back, they can talk about what can happen next for them. Curtis comes at the gym, sees Drew working out, and assumes this is why Jordan wanted to see him. Jordan mentions the Esplanade, and Curtis says that Drew is stalling it until he regains control of his company and screws up Michael. Drew claims this is not true. He is caring for his constituents, and the environmental report has returned, which has produced problems. He adds it is up to Curtis to fix these issues. Curtis claims Aurora will be fine without the Esplanade, but Drew will be screwing Jordan and the man who gave him his position in Congress. Drew notices Curtis is uptight and suggests they work it out in the ring. Jordan hoped they could resolve this like the grown-ups she thought they were. Curtis cautions Drew that he is new to Congress, has alienated his supporters and friends, and has overextended himself, leaving himself vulnerable. Curtis storms out, Jordan follows, and Drew looks troubled. Diane tells Christina in her office that she is deeply sorry for what happened to Sam. Christina praises her for allowing her to utilize her business appointment with her father to discuss something essential. Sunny enters and informs Diane that he will be traveling to Los Angeles for business soon, and he is concerned that selling Charlie's to Christina at a discount could raise some suspicions. He insists the sale is legitimate, and she says she'll handle any complications that arise. Rick and Ava have knocked on the door. Rick is delighted Sunny is here because it will make things easier. Rick reveals that they have come up with an offer for the custody agreement. Rick claims that because of the explosion at Sunny's house, he is unable to provide a safe environment for Avery and so will lose the case. Rick hands Diane the paperwork he has made up, and she chuckles at Ava's sole custody and Sunny's visits. She refuses to accept this, so Rick says they'll go to court. Rick plans to put Christina to the stand and ask her about Sunny beating Dax and the fall that cost her her unborn child. Ava advises Sunny to accept the bargain and spare both of his daughters the grief. Sunny leans on the desk, evidently having a heart attack. Sunny says he'll see them in court, and Diane takes them out. Diane notices their obvious desperation, and Sunny reveals that Ava's funds have run out. Christina believes this is wonderful news, and they should wait it out. Diane disagrees, and Ava's argument is stronger than theirs. She claims Rick made fair points, the fire in his apartment was purposefully lit, and Christina's testimony of Dex's beating helps Ava. Sunny claims Ava is unable to pay Rick, therefore he is pursuing her case just to harm him. Christina notes that they cannot let Ava have Avery. Diane departs, leaving them alone to converse. Sunny believes Diane is correct, and Rick will hammer her on the stand. Christina says to let him since she won't let Ava have her daughter after she lost her own. Sunny asks Christina why she came to see him today. She tells him about Sam's murder, and he asks if Dante is aware. She believes he must, and the police are looking into it. Sunny promises to look after Dante and warns that everyone has a limit. Rick and Ava return to the Metro Court, and Ava complains about how things went. Rick admits he could be mistaken, but he feels Sunny is up to something. He speculates that Sunny may not want to see things through, or that excluding her will harm Avery. Ava remains hopeful and assures him that he will be compensated, and that they will see where their relationship might go. Laura and Lulu meet at the coffee house. As Lulu discusses Rocco and Dante, Laura realizes she is still in love with Dante. Lulu thinks she loves Dante, but he is still mourning Sam. She mentions that they were divorced when the explosion happened. Lulu reveals she ended her relationship with Dustin and intended to tell Dante that she never stopped loving him. That was then. Today he is grieving Sam, and they have been arguing a lot. Even when she tries to befriend Dante, she finds it impossible. Laura says it's because she's pushing Dante away. Lulu worries Dante will always remember her as the woman Sam killed to save. Laura says she won't know how he feels if she doesn't talk to him about it. Laura claims Dante loved Sam and is sad. However, when they realized they might lose Lulu, Dante camped out at her bedside and fought for her. Laura understands that it is possible to love two people at the same time, but Dante still has feelings for Lulu. Lulu understands that her feelings are irrational, yet she believes it is her fault Sam died, and Dante may agree. Laura claims she is not responsible for Sam's death. Only one person is, and it is the person who murdered Sam. Lulu understands, but she can't quiet the voice that says it's her fault, and it becomes louder every time she sees Dante. Laura tells her to ask Dante how he feels. Back at the hospital, Portia overhears Brad ordering suntan lotion over the phone. She tries to sneak out unobserved, but Brad notices her and requests another vacation day to add to the trip to Miami. She claims she has made numerous accommodations for him, but she has limitations, and he is asking for too much too frequently, which people will notice. Brad asks, "Is that a yes?" She urges him to enjoy his vacation day and walks away. Dante screams into Anna's office, wanting to know why he's been excluded from Sam's murder probe. She's sympathetic for his loss, but he's too close to the case. She claims he lacks neutrality and that if he solves the case, it may be dismissed. She is also concerned about what he might do if he finds the killer and whether he will be able to take the law into his own hands in this case. Dante wonders what this implies. Do they have a suspect? She claims they have a person of interest, but refuses to give him anything. She places him on a week's paid leave, and when he returns, he must see the department psychologist. Dante says all right and storms out. Brook Lynn meets Cody in the stables to discuss her summer romance with Dante from years ago. Cody asks, "That summer you became pregnant?" She wonders if he ever told Dante, but he didn't since she's sworn him to secrecy. He recalls transporting her to the bus station, but he did not see her again until he started working here. He questions why she is bringing this up now. Brook Lynn claims she and Chase are attempting to conceive a family, and Dante's presence in the house has triggered old feelings. Cody believes if she had told Dante back then, he would have stepped up, unlike the other males. Cody begins yelling, revealing that Sasha is pregnant and should have to go through it alone. Cody storms out, and Dante arrives searching for a friend to chat to. Lynn claims he just left, and she can see something is eating him. He reveals that Anna refuses to help him find the person who murdered Sam. He informs her about his meeting with Anna, and how his behavior confirmed Anna's assessment that he is incapable of handling this issue. Dante blames himself for Sam's death and doesn't know how to deal with it. Lynn informs him that she is available for any assistance he may require. He thinks she's a fairly nice buddy when she tries, and they both hug. Suddenly, Lulu enters. Cody stops by Anna's workplace to look for Mac, since he wants to deliver a message to Robert. Anna suggests he can call Robert, but Cody says he can wait for Mac, who is out. Anna pushes, and Cody claims Sasha is in jeopardy, and it is Jason's fault. Anna requires information, but Cody believes he should speak with Robert personally. Anna says he can speak with her, and Cody reveals that Sasha is pregnant and Jason is the father. Jordan and Isaiah have drinks in the next General Hospital. Jordan replies, hopefully, one day, we can put it to the test. Laura pays a visit to Lucky and Liz and informs them that she has some news. Gio tells Emma, I have a bad feeling about this. Trina summons Curtis to the hospital to assist with Kai. He inquires as to the reason for her urgency. Alexis sobs to Sunny, that is something I'm going to live with for the rest of my life. Maxie tells Sasha, the more you stonewall, the more it appears you have something to hide. Lulu tells Dante, nothing could be further from the truth. General Hospital spoilers, Jason refuses to lie about Sasha's baby. Let's just say that the Jason Morgan we formerly knew is not the same Jason Morgan we see today. General Hospital spoiler, Jason refuses to lie about Sasha's baby. According to the newest General Hospital spoilers, Jason refuses to lie about Sasha's baby. Right now, there is substantial conjecture that the baby belongs to Michael Caritnhos, and that Jason will help raise the infant on his end, given Michael's absence. However, he will not be able to maintain this secret indefinitely on his end. There's a strong chance he'll tell Carly the truth, and when he does, the you-know-what will undoubtedly hit the fan, just like it always does in this fictional town of Port Charles. As much as Sasha claims she wants to raise her daughter alone and refuses to reveal the father's identity, if there's one thing we've learned about life in Port Charles, it's that no secret lasts forever. It goes without saying that this tale generated a lot of discussion on the internet. General Hospital spoilers, what's next for Sasha? Some even added, please don't do that to Jason again. Jason has already learned this life lesson again. Jason would only lie like that to Carly and Elizabeth. Do not damage Jason's character, he has already been through this trial. A different critic published, and these days Jason is all about the truth. We all saw Jason go to AJ's grave when Jason thought AJ was dead, apologizing to AJ and Alan for his actions with how it went down with Michael. It goes without saying that GH fans will have to tune in to see what happens next. Has Tracy gone too far with General Hospital? Snarky Tracy is great, but Tracy is a bully. Is she going too far? Tracy, from General Hospital, is a popular character. She says it like it is and can be quite humorous, but is her current attitude stretching the envelope? Mean Girl Tracy had been worse than she is now. Who can forget when she refused to give her father his heart medication because she feared he was suffering a heart attack? That story is legendary. Tracy softened as she fell love Luke and was devastated by his death. She has moments of generosity, but it has all gone down the drain lately. The Q matriarch does not like Sasha, although the cause is unknown. She may have had feelings for Cody and was envious of his love relationship, but she denied it. Whatever the cause, she is always irritated with the lady Olivia recruited as the quartermain cook. Tracy abuses Sasha, berates and demeans her, and continually yells at her. The most weird aspect is that the other QS stand by and watch it happen. Jason was the only one who stood up for Sasha. If you give a mouse a cookie, Sasha finally snapped when Tracy insisted on climbing shelves to capture a mouse, so she told everyone she was pregnant. Tracy insulted her instead of understanding her. At this point, Sasha should bring a lawsuit. The Q chef also pointed out that Tracy kept Willow's children from her when it was not her responsibility. She has no rights over Wiley or Amelia. She is their great-great-aunt. Tracy claims she was doing it for Monica, but she was simply being rude because she could. Fight song, who will finally stand up to Tracy? Her family is not doing it. Martin was the one to tell her off. He confronted her about what she did with Wiley and Amelia, as well as why. He didn't buy her blaming Monica, and he was eventually the one to tell her so. It was wonderful to watch. Stella is another person who will not put up with Tracy's attitude. Tracy respected Stella's refusal to accept her attitude, which led to the two developing friendship. If Stella heard her speak to Sasha in that manner, she would put her in her place. Tracy needs to tone things down. She is no longer simply bossy. She's being a bully. Would you like Tracy to come down a peg? Please let us know in the comments. 3 reasons Carly and Brennan haven't finalized their romance on General Hospital. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan are taking their time when it comes to establishing a romance. Most other couples in Port Charles would have ended their relationship by now. At this point, given how long it has taken the two to have a single kiss, some viewers are wondering why the drama is taking its time with the Barley romance. Here are 3 plausible causes. GH spoilers. Reason number 1, Jack Brennan is using Carly Spencer. GH spoilers remind viewers that Cody Bell and Sasha Corbin were hesitant to perform the deed while in a romance, which was fortunate because the two ended up being cousins. While Brennan and Carly are unlikely to be linked, what if the WSB agent has been overly aggressive in recent months because he simply wants to utilize Carly? He came to Port Charles looking for Sonny Corinthos. Perhaps that is still the case? Perhaps he was the one who orchestrated the penthouse explosion. After all, the explosive device was a WSB version. Perhaps the soap hasn't pushed the button on Carly and Brennan because this will all be exposed at some point, and Carly won't feel so horrible about everything that happened because, well, the two didn't do the deed with the guy, right? GH spoilers. Reason number 2, he isn't the one. Sonny Corinthos. Isn't it funny how Carly and Sonny are taking their romantic interests so slowly? After all, the mob boss has been seeing Natalia Ramirez for almost as long as Carly has been flirting with Brennan, yet Sonny has yet to kiss his significant other. Natalia is acting like Sonny's girlfriend without any of the genuine rewards, thus both Brennan and Natalia may be distractions for Carson until they realize they need to reconnect. GH spoilers. Reason number 3, Barley's romantic slow burn will be worth it. There's nothing like a slow burn when it comes to witnessing two people finally get together. It increases the intensity of their steam session. Could this apply to Carly and Brennan? Is the soap simply slowing things down to build anticipation and excitement? Only time will tell. Why haven't Carly and Brennan solidified their relationship? Christina promises revenge. Today's General Hospital spoilers contain major revelations. Laura comes to a discovery, Anna delivers bad news to Dante, Kai lashes out at Trina, Curtis announces that he has a plan, Drew cautions that he should not be underestimated, Ava makes a strong statement to Rick, and Christina is willing to go the mile for her father. During a conversation with her daughter, Laura gives Lulu some ideas. You're still in love with Dante, Laura states matter-of-factly. Lulu must choose between denying her affections for her ex-husband and accepting her mother's advice. Dante is upset at the police station when Anna informs him that he will no longer be participating in the investigation into Sam's tragic death. Am I being kept out of Sam's murder investigation? He aggressively questions his employer. Will Anna reconsider her decision or stick to her guns? Trina does her best to brighten Kai's spirits at the hospital now that the collegiate athlete's football career is gone. But a dejected Kai isn't interested in Trina's pep talk. He lashes out at her, shouting, "You think you're helping, but you're not." Hopefully, Trina will see through Kai's rage and not take his outburst personally. Curtis is having a talk with someone across town and displays his confidence in a strategy he has devised. "I am steps ahead," he maintains. Is he alluding to his belief that he can outwit Drew in their brewing power struggle, or something else? Meanwhile, at Volanino's, Drew appears to be similarly certain in his future line of action, defending his position to a doubter. "That could not be more wrong," he says. But is Drew referring to his work life with Aurora or his personal life with Willow? As Ava and Sunny's custody case approaches, she meets with Rick at Metro Court. However, their lip lock quickly becomes a topic of conversation. It's as if that kiss never happened, Ava explains. Does she desire more while Rick pretends they didn't cross a line, or is Ava laying down the gauntlet that they must never mention their kiss again? Sunny is also preparing to go up against Ava in court. Christina is set to testify for Ava, but she tells her father that she would do whatever it takes to keep Avery in his custody. Ava's not going to win this case, Christina promises. General Hospital spoilers, does Jason catch Carly and Brennan in bed during Germany trip? General Hospital spoilers state that Jason Morgan recently decided it was time for a trip to Germany. Sasha Gilmore Corbin persuaded Jason that Michael Corinthos had agreed to allow her to raise the kid on her alone, but Jason is not certain. From Jason's perspective, Michael's willingness to give his child and allow Sasha to fly solo appears unusual. Jason believes Michael may have changed his mind after asking for Sasha while in the ICU. In any case, Jason intends to fly to Germany and get direct answers from Michael. Of course, that strategy may fail now that Carly Spencer has revealed Michael is in a medically induced coma. It is probable that Michael will be awakened again, but Jason may have to wait. Jason may be denied entry because the protocols at this upscale facility are quite rigorous, and even Carly had difficulty barging her way in. If Jason hopes to see Michael, he may need to go through Michael's mother. That could be tough because Jason doesn't want Carly to know about Sasha's baby, but he could pretend he only wants to check on Michael's growth. However, what if the true purpose of this journey is unrelated to Michael? Could the GH writers be making up an excuse to send Jason in Germany? If that's the case, perhaps Jason's purpose is to produce a stunning discovery. Jason may go to Carly's room and catch her off guard when Jack Brennan is around. Now that Brennan and Carly have agreed to stop fighting over their feelings for each other, they may move on to the bedroom. If Jason turns up unexpectedly, he could get a good look. It's easy to see Carly answering the door in a robe before Brennan emerges in only a towel and requests room service. Jason may easily fit the puzzle pieces together and realize that Carly has grown far too close to Brennan for his liking. Regardless, Jason is on his way to Germany just as Carly and Brennan's passion erupts. There could be a strong cause for this if Jason runs across Carly's sizzling tail and raises the alarm. Based on our GH predictions, Jason will express additional concerns to Carly shortly, so stay tuned for updates on his reaction to her blossoming romance. According to General Hospital spoilers, Carly and Jason are likely to have a growing conflict, so stay tuned. GH spoilers, is Jason's future with the WSB inevitable? According to General Hospital spoilers and updates, Jason Morgan wants to quit the Mafia and may need to find a new employment. Is Jason destined to join the WSB? General Hospital spoilers, is it time to leave the mob? Sunny Corinthos and Jason may finally be ready to lay down their arms and leave the Mafia life in Port Charles. Their road has been long, but every narrative, no matter how stormy, must eventually end. Could Jason be persuaded to join the WSB? Port Charles is undergoing huge changes, and Sunny's health is a major concern. He is currently receiving treatment in Los Angeles for a severe cardiac disease and is coming to terms with the fact that his time of transition is approaching. Although Sunny presented an offer to Jason to take over the business, Jason declined because his emphasis has switched to his son, Danny Morgan. GH spoilers, the mob life is dangerous. The life of organized crime is filled with danger, and the recent events surrounding Michael Corinthos have highlighted this reality in a terrifying manner. The incident shook Jason to his core, fueling a tremendous drive to find the person responsible for the arson that destroyed Sunny's apartment and wrecked Michael's existence. Who could blame him for acting on his first inclination of revenge? However, Anna Devane intervened, encouraging him to weigh the potential implications, since another loved one could be in harm's way. So, what is the next step? Jason and Anna have formed a deep bond, and she wants his help in investigating Jen Sidwell. General Hospital spoilers, Jason Morgan and Anna Devane both suspect Sidwell as the perpetrator of the attack, and the police commissioner wants him brought to justice. Jason has been Sunny's loyal companion for many years. What does a former mob enforcer do after he retires? He could take on a post at ELQ, but that does not appeal to anyone, least of all Jason. Having previously teamed with Anna, they make a powerful duo. With their combined abilities, they should be able to locate Sidwell and ensure that he bears the repercussions of his deeds. However, Jason may be hesitant to formally transition from one perilous situation to another, despite his willingness to assist. GH spoilers: is Jason Morgan the cop? Should he consider joining the PCPD? Probably not. He does not fit the pattern of a conventional police officer. However, the WSB may be a better fit for him. It's dynamic and thrilling, and he'd be able to legally carry a pistol. This time he'd be apprehending criminals, just like he did for Sonny. Sure, there are risks, but being on the right side of the law may earn him the respect of his boys. Jack Brennan had already made him an opportunity to join the Bureau, which he declined. Although Stone Cold has misgivings about the WSB chief, recent developments may cause him to reconsider his opinion. Was General Hospital's dancing conversation a nod to Finola Hughes? Finola Hughes is an excellent dancer. Will Anna display her moves? Anna from General Hospital and her granddaughter Emma were discussing going dancing together. This could have been a reference to Finola Hughes herself. Stayin' Alive: Finola Hughes has played Anna on GH since the 1980s. Many new admirers may not be aware that the actress is also a professional dancer. She studied dance and performing arts at the Arts Educational Schools London and began her career with the Northern Ballet Company. She originated the character of Victoria in the original London production of Cats. Her most well-known dancing part was in Staying Alive, the 1983 sequel to the classic film Saturday Night Fever, starring John Travolta as Tony Manero. Hughes played Laura, a snobbish dancer and Tony's romantic interest. The film received poor reviews but performed well at the box office and showcased Hughes' dancing abilities. Anna's dancing skills were also on display in Port Charles, where she and Duke frequently performed the tango. Dancing Queen Anna is now a grandmother, and her college-aged granddaughter, Emma, has returned home to attend PCU. Emma's demeanor has changed, and she is now a wild child who causes problems. Her most recent adventure involved sneaking out in the middle of the night. Anna approached Emma when she was discovered by her best friend Felicia outside the Mercury Club. After a heart-to-heart, Emma asked that her grandmother join her in dancing. They decided that if Emma earns all A's, the grandma and granddaughter would go clubbing together. Anna closed the chat by mentioning that she might be able to teach Emma some things. Anna clearly still has it, and Emma may be surprised to witness how grandma can dance. Do you want Anna to show Emma her moves? Please let us know in the comments. Rick suspects something is wrong with Sonny, Drew challenges Curtis, and Cody informs Anna that Jason impregnated Sasha. Sonny rejects Rick and Ava's offer, Kai turns Trina away, and Brad pushes Portia. Trina visits Kai's hospital room and discovers him fighting to get into his sling. He reluctantly accepts her help. She tries to talk to him about classes, but he insists he can't handle rehab. He explains that his doctor instructed him to control his goals. He was always aware that something may happen, but he convinced himself that it would not. He's not sure if he wants to go back to school. She tells him that he has a scholarship that others would kill for. Kai maintains she's not assisting. He thanks her, but says he must handle this himself. She tells him he does not have to do it alone. After she goes, he watches old footage of himself. Jordan watches Drew working out at Volanino's and wonders if he is attempting to drive away everyone who believed they knew him. He claims he's only trying to keep what he's had and complains about how everyone in the family has done worse than him, despite the fact that he's always worked well with others. He believes the Esplanade can yet materialize. It simply depends on what Curtis does with Aurora. Brad's trainer screams at him, and he gulps some water before returning to work. He flexes and admires his muscles. At the Metro Court, Portia notices Curtis's good appearance. They sit down and discuss the concerns surrounding the McConkey Esplanade. He tells her that he is ahead of the game even if Drew is slowing the project. She feels that is sad. Curtis explains that he's forming political alliances. He's also planning a trip to the tropics in preparation for opening a resort. That sounds wonderful to her. Jordan calls him and invites him to the gym. When Curtis arrives at the gym, he assumes Jordan has called him to see Drew. The three of them disagree on the esplanade. He explains that the environmental report has returned and things need to be clarified. Curtis believes he is screwing everyone over. Drew suggests they work it out in the ring after noticing he appears tense. Jordan tries to calm things down, but the men escalate their trash talk. Curtis informs Drew that he has alienated people and overextended himself. That has left him wide open. At another table, Rick and Ava discuss their efforts to resolve her case. When she thanks him for representing her pro gratis, he responds that he is not. Kissing doesn't imply he isn't billing her. He's attracted to her, but it's business. She explains that she is unlikely to have another child until she regains custody. Rick takes off. Lulu and Laura grab coffee at Haven and discuss how much of a coffee snob Rocco has become. Lulu admires Dante for being such an excellent father. Her mother suspects she still loves him. Lulu, stuttering and fidgeting, reveals that she had planned to tell Dante she loved him but had been gone for years. He is now grieving, and their relationship is deteriorating. She despises seeing him in suffering and not being able to help. Laura begs her to speak with him and find out how he feels. She reminds her that Sam cannot be there for Dante right now, but she can. Laura understands that it is possible to love two people at once, and she is confident that Dante loves her daughter. Lulu still believes it was her fault Sam died, and she is concerned that Dante feels the same way. Her mother understands that she is blaming herself, but she is not responsible. Lulu understands but cannot quiet the voice in her head. Laura assures her that she may still love Dante as a friend. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.